Hello people, how are we all doing? I apologize for being late. I had to do a order. I feel rather sick because I've just spent a stupid amount on hoodies, but hey ho, it is what it is. I've got it all ordered, and it's all done and dusted. Evening Claps, evening Daniel, evening Al Forever, evening Jez, evening Dan, evening Lodo the Wendy, evening Barry. How are we all doing? 18 people in the stream, get those likes up, 6 now. Yeah, where do we start with this one? Because it was an utter S show. Let call it what it is. It was a shite show. It was really bad. Mine's at about 5, 6, and I think some of the comments at the weekend has not helped. Let me know how the audio sounds, by the way, people. Is it sounding okay? I'm doing something a little bit different today. But yeah, it was the ones you look at this game and you think, maybe as fans, did we underestimate that they haven't done well away from home, and we were just the team that were due a smashing by someone, and this was it? Or do we go into going, like I said in a lot of things, a really good first half, really bad second half? It wasn't the first time we fought, and it won't be the last time from it, and move on. Yeah, I agree there. It's like, if you look at it as 2 separate halves of football, don't look at it as 190 minute. If you look at it as 2 separate halves of football, first 45 minutes we were fantastic. We were really good, played some really good attacking football. Couldn't really get a proper layer glove on them kind of thing. And don't take our chances. Again, this whole not taking our chances is causing us so many issues at the minute. It really is giving us so many issues, and it's not fun when this keeps happening, because if we can do it, then fantastic. If the audio sounds a bit off, let me know. I might be able to sort it. If people have got the same thing, I will fix it and see what I can do. I'll switch to the other way I normally do it. But the thing is, for me, is you bury some of those chances. You get the headers from Deshaun. You make sure you capitalise on them corners. It's a different game. You go into that 2 or 3 up, you don't have the clarity of it. Right, the audio sounds a bit off, so I will ditch the setup I'm using because I need to play around with that some more. Give me a minute. How about now? How's the audio now? Yeah, audio much. Not awful, but it's like you're in a giant room with Madrid cold. All right, cool. No worries. I'll try and use my wireless mics instead. We are missing Femo. We definitely are. It's amazing how many people we have that we have to rely on one person. It goes to pot, and it's not good. It's not really good. It's not good at all. Sound much better. There. I just went for a normal mic. I'm going to try using my wireless ones. I'll do some fiddling around with it. Rather not look at it at all when things go wrong, but randomly there isn't much use to be low audio. Way better now. Yeah, I'll have a look at that because I can't figure out why it's not working. But I'll figure that one out. Have a look. Evening, Glenn, by the way, I did see your message. It should come through. Football ups and downs. I do think the ref ruined some of the game. Security walk him off at half-time and noticed media from the players that have been very quiet since that. Yeah, they will have been told just to stay off media. They'll have been told to stay off media and not mess about. We still haven't got set 11. Boone, not once this season. Yeah, but we can't have a several. The problem is there isn't a way of having a settled 11 when we keep having injuries or we don't have the players to be able to do a settled 11. And that's the problem. Having a settled 11 means we've got to have players in the right direction, and we don't have that. And you've noticed before, Danny doesn't really do much settled 11s, though. He picks a team for the situation, not to have a week in, week out 11. And that's the thing for me. By the way, Jay, it won't be here next few days on holiday in Iceland. Very nice. Have a good time, mate. I hope you have a good one. Iceland's a lovely part of the world. But the thing is, how can he have a settled 11 when he keeps having mini injuries? He's had an injury with Bernard. He's had an injury with Iorfa. He's had an injury with now Akin. We can't seem to get a settled 11, especially at the back. Can we keep getting knocks, which is not great. I'm all filled up to come to Sheffield and say, oh, nice one, mate. I hope she does better and I hope she enjoys seeing your visit. Do you think the inconsistency is a result on Saturday down to... I don't think it's down to injuries. I think we just shut off. I think this team has had this. You can't blame Danny. You can't blame Darren. You can't blame Gary Monk. This team has done this under so many other managers. It's been like it since Steve Bruce, where we will just switch off, and probably to Carlos to a point, where we just switch off and concentration level go. And it's weird. It's very weird how it's happened. Now, I don't want to use a conspiracy theory. Does what happened with HMRC? Funny should say, that's a video at 8 o'clock, Daniel, that I've done. But yes, in my opinion, yes, I would. Do you think it's the thing with HMRC? The players are like, oh, I'm not too sure what's going on here, kind of thing. Or do you think it's a case of that we have, seemed to have this ability to switch off? Now, I will be the first to say, all the people calling for Danny Rule to be sacked after this and stuff like that, and saying this isn't right, we need to do this, wind your necks in a little bit. It was only a couple of weeks ago, people were turning around and going that he turned this around and he's starting to look better. He's starting to look better and he's starting to look like he's building on something. It's amazing how I have comments come in on the channel when we lose, who I haven't seen in weeks when we're doing well. But the moment we're doing bad, we then... They come out the woodwork. It's weird. How do you get confident, consistent back? Do you stick with... Yeah, but he doesn't stick with the same team. I've said this before. No one's listening to what I'm saying here. Danny does not stick with the same team. He never had done. He's always played a team which is for the situation and the team that's coming in. He's never had like a settled team back to back. I think he did it once at the end of last season where it was Blackburn and Sunderland. He's not one for keeping a settled team. And how can you have a settled team when your defender keep going in and out of injury? Like with Bernard, if he goes on international duty, you'll have to have him off for a bit. The thing is, we did not bring a proper overload of centre-backs in. And that's something that's key. If we brought another centre-back in, we'd be fine. But we let one go in... Bambo, and I know some people will be going Bambo crap, but he would have fitted in there. The group of players in the squad that nearly bottle promoted, it's happened time and time again. I agree. I think we have to get a patch player, someone who can plug the gap now, and then for next summer we're looking to. Yep, I agree with that. He's still a young manager. He's still very much learning. Yeah, he's still very much learning and doing it. That's the thing. Hate them fickle fans saying. The dealings off the pitch have to affect what happened on the pitch. Just look at the time under Monk. We were third and then show happened with Chancey and we were just avoided relegation. And also last season when it kind of happened, we didn't start well. I don't want to say the players aren't good enough or point fingers at individuals. I don't think it's a case that players are not good enough because a couple of weeks ago, people weren't saying that. People weren't saying that we weren't good enough. People were saying we were improving. I think it's kind of annoying that we lose one defensive player and we go to pot. I think that's something that needs to be looked at because Akin's been fantastic. I think he's done it once, Plymouth and Sunderland this season. Yeah, get Joff back, no way. Reasons are various. Danny being too dogmatic, squad being very tired, ref being crap, injury, quite crowd, etc. Decide among yourself. Yeah, I don't think the crowd helps. I think whenever a team goes ahead at the minute with us, we seem to have to go behind before we turn up. But I've said this for the longest time. This squad cannot do two halves of football combined. It just can't do it well. It either has a really bad first half and they have to be bollocked into playing again, or they have a really good first half and they get complacent with the, oh, we've been told just to keep doing what we're doing, so we'll go and do it. That's the problem. They are so inconsistent. One of our biggest problems in this league, and in this league as a whole for a lot of clubs are too inconsistent. We are very much in that kind of boat. You don't see a club going on a run at times. It's either a mini run and then it's a couple of losses, it's a mini run, it's a couple of losses. I think with the game at the weekend, you look at it and you go, where did that come from? Because no one saw that second half coming from the first half. Let's be honest with ourselves. Watching that, no one saw that second half coming. And that's the problem. And it's the issue you got with it. Because if you have the situation with that, you struggle. And even Danny can't figure it out. We go from Tuesday night to a Premier League manager going, I don't know how I'm going to break you down and get a goal here, to Saturday afternoon going, where the hell have all these goals come from? Within finance field, the HMR doesn't concern me. It's managing the cash flow at times. We can. You get the time limit with HMR. So I believe the embargo will be lifted in time for Jan. It will be lifted in time for Jan. I think the HMRC doesn't concern me. The fact that it's a cash flow thing concerns me again. That's what concerns me. Apologies, you can hear fireworks. What concerns me is the cash flow. That's what concerns me. Because, again, it's another season where, at the same time, there's the cash flow issue. If you know there's a cash flow issue around October, you've got to try and figure it out on why there's a cash flow. That's the thing for me. Need to play defending property. I don't like Ioff in the middle of back three. Doesn't do well. I prefer Bernard there. Ioff of more of a left side of midfield or right side of midfield. He does have a habit of playing defenders out of position. I agree. 8 ball 1 2 3. Seymour Chanseri outshout too, but on the field trying to do what happens off the field. It's just a coincidence that both happened. Yeah, I don't think it's to do with DC. I don't think it's to do with DC, but it doesn't help. I get why people say it. It doesn't help at the end of the day. I'll get slated for this, but I don't care. I rated him. Dawson was fantastic when it came to penalties as well. He was a really good penalty stopper. I loved to keep him, but he wanted 13 foot, but he got that now, and he wasn't got it. Sometimes it's best going into Derby as an underdog. Hope you think it's going to be an easy. I just hope we don't give him. The thing is, with the problem with the Derby game, we're all very worried about that now. If we turn up like we did, Danny said, if we turn up in the next 2 games like we did Saturday afternoon, we're going to get murdered. We're literally not got a cat and house chance, and he's right. We can't keep this happening. If we are being honest honest, this squad is still a bottom tier 3rd championship at best. Coaching will only improve so far. The thing is, there's only so much Danny can do if he don't get it in. That's the thing. But at the end of the day, you got the issue that with it, you got to take the rough with the smooth. When it's going good, look at the good bit. But when it's going bad, you got to try and figure out why it's gone bad. The thing is, we could quite easily get a mid-table if we get consistent. But it's about getting consistent. Sometimes it's not a cash flow issue, but it can keep hold of cash. You gain bank interest, depends on. It also depends for me because it's getting money out of Thailand. A lot of the money is having to come from Thailand. It's not easy to get money out of Thailand. It's really, really difficult to get it out. And that can be a bit of an issue as well. They like to keep a lot of it in-house. We can put 2 and 2 together, draw come when things go wrong. I.e. Saturday, but that's the way it goes. And that's the thing is, this happens. It does happen. We have to figure it out. I don't like Rule, but the real problem is the setup of Cove, which is Robert, can I ask you why you don't like Danny Rule? Because you've made the point before. What is it you don't like about him? Because just bear in mind, he is a very young manager. And you're entitled to your opinion, by the way. I'm not attacking you. But what is it you don't like? Like, generally, what is it you don't like about Danny Rule? Because there's things you can not like about him, which you'll learn to get better at. But how does he get better without doing the job? kind of thing. That's what I said. Wouldn't you rather him learn it here and be grateful for him having the job and doing it? I like Toka. I keep seeing these. I don't like Danny Rule, and nobody gives me a reason. No one gives me a reason, and it's hard for me to go and have a conversation with it, kind of thing. Why don't you like him? What is it you don't like about it? Is it his football? Is it his tactic? What is it? I'd like to know, because I'm all for someone going, I don't like it, but what's the reason? Because for me, even though last season means nothing now because start of the new season, surely Danny's earned a little bit of credit in the bank, because no manager's ever done what he did with 13 points adrift and get a club safe. And this is his first full season in charge. His full first season in charge. I like to just find out. Our fan base could really turn if it does go. Oh, they already have to. Glenn, they've already have turned. There's a lot that have turned. If you look at some of the Facebook groups and Twitter, there's some that have already gone who are saying that he's got to get sacked. It's like, and bring in who? If you already have the situation with the cash flow issue, who are you bringing in? Because you still got to pay Danny off and his team. Like, generally, you still got to pay him off. Evening workout. Saturday was nothing to chance here. We just didn't get out of the block second half. We still players at half time. Why can't we get the crowd a bit worked up? The thing is, I don't understand why we're not getting the crowd worked up a little bit. It doesn't make sense. Evening workout. That without a doubt also an issue, but there can be a positive reason is what I mean. I just not paying hate to media makes people nervous. Oh yeah, I get that, Ashley. I get that. Everyone is angry and seeing backside because at the beginning they saw a player coming in and we never played and it's gone. We'll walk this league. As we said, a transfer period mid-table. I agree. I think Danny's one of the best managers we've had in 10 years. Danny will go right to the top, but he's a baby. He's being a manager terms at minute. Got to make mistakes. He's learned. I agree. Roll goes if back to the usual. If he had money, would be a different story. I think there's a part where Danny's having to come into a job where I think if he were backed a little bit more, because there's no way in hell that I think Danny didn't want another central defender in the summer. And it's you can build something where you haven't got much money, then when you get money, you'll be able to build something really good. You can see what Danny's trying to do. And I just sometimes don't think we got the players for it. And sometimes I think he needs to have that like kind of thing. Because on Saturday, it needed us to go really defensive in that second half when they were going forward. But Danny has said in the past, he liked to see us go on an attack. Now, under Darren, everyone hated that we were really defensive and we didn't kill games off. And we didn't go. But now you've got Danny who going for that. You need to have the blend of the two. And I think that's the issue. Some sadly don't like them because of I can remember even the flu. I'm more annoyed at some of these players to be just give Danny time. I guarantee won't go down. We'll be fine. There's also a lot of them clinging to the 15, 16, 7, holding us up to standard now. 10 years, they only have Baz and Palmer left of that group. I don't think over 80s are quite that into places. All the panicky calls that we play the Bullets next week. I hope it tech bot 0-0. I agree. For all, I can't say it. For knowing chance they could have filled Danny with false hope and promises, saying money and giving him what you want. I agree. That could have happened. That really could happen. Need to sort it out for Sunday Punk. Can't be. Yeah, I agree. It 100% need to be sorted for Sunday. 100%. Yeah, this is the first solo manager to be a novice that sense. Assistants elsewhere and different being a manager. I agree. Or either children whose parents went to that 5 years ago, so they don't like working with the bait. Always. I generally think DC generally need getting rid of. The amount of time we've been in the situation where we've been laughing stock of the EFL is ridiculous, and Danny's the best manager I've seen us have. I'm also getting bloody fed up with all the call to go back to Route 1. Why do people want this? I think people see it as something that works. I'm not reading that last one. No way. Also, I'm intrigued. I'm also very, very intrigued by Robert not replying to why he doesn't like Danny. So I gave you the opportunity, mate. If you decided to leak or that, I wasn't having a go. I genuinely wanted to know why you don't like Danny. So you're not giving me a reason. If you've got a reason and it's a decent, valid one, so be it. But where's the reason? Please. I'd love to know. Because Danny can only do so much. Danny must have been more fuming than as we were. His interview said it all. He didn't see that coming. And these players have an ability to just shut off. The crowd, and I will say that the crowd at Wednesday over the last couple of games have been so flat. So flat. It's like they know it coming. It's like they know something coming. Which is interesting. And that I would have followed cuddling for all okay. Not being so aged. The play will be up for Saturday. I can't see a repeat of this. Oh, it only takes them going behind though. We didn't see this coming on Saturday, but it happened and we were better. Wednesdays, home crowds always need to get going. Generally, a fan base that helpful react when something happens. Getting in hostile atmosphere. Manager needs time to build something special, but the beat what a football in that case. Panic. Then shout for managers and head block. Don't stop. Danny, everyone should take blame. I agree. Do Lukai Sunday get an away draw? I agree. We love Evan left point claiming that get made on the internet. Yep. People do get stuck in the views though. I heard people on the cot saying before passing out from the back is woke and players are brainwashed. Jesus Christ. It's like being in a library at times. Yep. The atmospheres have been rubbish for years. I got told to sit down in the semi-final against Huddersfield. I was fuming. Jesus Christ. I would like to see say the problem with that, it is completely the wrong ground to have that done. Sadly, as we know, that is the wrong ground for it. Opponents might always tell teams to slow everything down to frustrate the crowd. I agree. Why don't you rate Danny? A good debate would be nice. I can't just say don't rate him, disappear. Agree. Sadly, that would never get done at the thingy. Thing is, I have seen some people say why they don't rate Danny, and some of it is he's tactically naive, and a little bit with that I do agree. But that's his first season as a manager. I think you see a lot of young managers go, right, I'm going to attack, but then they don't have a defensive setup. The thing we got is we got good people here that can around him. You look at Henrik, he'd been a manager himself. You look at Chris, he'd been a manager himself. Pato will turn into prime Ronaldo on Saturday. All good for keeping Smith up front with Pato behind to feed the beat. He will goal, hopefully, and get fortnight dance then. Yep. With Dandor, Matt, there's only certain places he can really do it. I agree. I hope Danny gets the funds he deserves. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't know why Pato's not playing more either. Pato is ideal. The last place they stand will be at Hilbert. Yep, I agree, athlete. Get Pato in the tier pressure for Sunday, please. I agree. I want to see the giddy up Pato on Sunday. I do well. 7 minutes say he got no plan B. Okay. So he got no plan B, but what happened in the Coventry game? What happened in the games back end of last season? Back end of last season, there were games we were down in, and he changed it. He made changes. He did make changes the back end of the season to make us so we stayed up. So if we're going down the he got no plan B again, so are we just throwing the same Danny, Darren, throwing that at him again? Because we don't say it. Because he made a tactical change when we come back after the international break. There had been a slight tactical change. But I agree. I think there's a plan B. I just don't think he uses it. I don't think he likes using it because I don't think he knows the players yet to use it. That's my thing. I think the plan B is there. He just doesn't use it in fast enough. I think for me, when he has a plan B, it takes until the 60th, 70th minute to do it instead. That's the thing for me. Generally think one of the things, Danny, is that he's so data driven that sometimes he maybe doesn't go on a hunch, and sometimes in football I think it would. I agree. Going on a hump makes sense. We're all managing all right. Agree. Yeah, you see workout tomorrow telling me that not athletic enough. You might get lamped if you do that, but tell him not athletic enough. Southland because of the leg room. Imagine Danny meeting Wilder out for my champion heartless. We are not the worst fighting in the league. I agree. I found that there ain't much in the cut compared to the South Stand. I'm hoping he give McNeil. I really like to see him give McNeil a run out. I don't know what's going on with McNeil. There's a lot of things saying that he doesn't fit and it's not worked or something like that. But he's on a 4-year deal. We'll see with McNeil. Prawn sandwich workout. Also, if Danny wasn't here, there'd be no way we'd come back against Portsmouth or even beat Coventry or West Brom. We will be about 5 points again. I agree. Tend to agree. Pouring over your table team getting banked isn't a great look. I agree. I'm behind, by the way. I'm very behind. Do you believe these look will turn around after blip? Seeing if we do normally get a reaction. And it's just if he can get it fast enough. Shut up, Jake. I can move my leg at half time. I'm on the south. I will do. Get Snapchat open. Look, we don't just do well against thinky things, okay? Bees and Hornets, stung it badly. Let's heal and move on something like a nasty. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I think that's the thing for me. I do generally think that's the thing for me, because what gets me is we tend to do well at coming back. Now, if you actually look at the games as a whole and the teams in the table, did we actually think, right? Did we actually think we'd get anything from Watford, Norwich and Sheffield United where they are in the table? Look at where they are in the table for me. Feels like there's no one going to back. Needs the Icky to return. Yep. McNeil will be too old next season. It will be need to ready surely. Plan. Got to do something. Deluded if they think we all is a rubber man. We were underdog against United loads of times in the past. We beat them. True. Pluffy doesn't know where he's supposed to stand defensively. What's wrong with me trying to stay positive after hearing Saturday and struggle? I think we all are struggling to find a positive on that one, Glenn. But at the same time, if we go into a game going, oh, we're just going to get stuffed again, you might as well just not go every week, or might not support. I nearly didn't do the stream this night. I nearly did the stream. I had somebody in my chat earlier today turn around and say, look, I'm taking a break for a while. I can't do this. I've done this for 48 years. I'm having a break. Good luck with it. We've had the blip before. Ipswich 6-0 last year. Huddersfield 4-0 last year. The thing is, with us, I think the good thing, if you can class it as a good thing, it's early in the season it's happened. It's very early in the season it's happened, which is good. Casey, no. Bob, 1, 2, 3. With what team? We don't have the players for it. We don't have the players for a back four. Like, generally, we don't have the players. How do you think Max Lowe will perform against it? I think he'll do well. He doesn't have much loyalty. Let's be honest, he doesn't have much loyalty when it comes to it. Derby, Nottingham Forest now, United, Wednesday, it's there. Realistic, we're only 3 points behind Middlesbrough and Norwich and their promotion content. Exactly. Go look at some of the big ones. Yeah, pal, should do it too. I wasn't expecting Cardiff beating Norwich. Come on, Wednesday. Yep. I reckon Bambo only got sold thinking there was a replacement coming. We've done that twice now, though. That needs to change. The thing is, if Chansiri is seriously about bringing in some literally bringing in some change or bringing someone in to help with investment, try and make sure it's right. Back for Marv, Don, Dish, and maybe Paul. Yeah, but if you're playing that week in, week out, if you're doing Tuesday, Saturday, who you cover? Bob. I think we're not playing forward at the back. We don't have the cover. Where you cover? Like, generally, where you cover? That's my thing. Where you cover? Because there's no cover. There is no cover if something happens. I think we'll get battered again at some point in the season, but I also think we'll do the same thing. I hope so. Coventry and Cardiff start slow, and they'll turn fortune change. Yeah, but Coventry always start slow. So do Cardiff. Both of those teams always start slow. So, to be fair, I get the example, but they are notoriously a team that starts slow. We always have an upturn around about January, February time, as always. We do, but we always have an upturn around that time. When Dad did say we get hammered at times, and we're seeing that, but it's a learning curve. I agree. I like Johnson, but he can't play as an out-and-out left back. He's a wing back. I agree. His balls into the box is a lot better. The thing is, what's annoying me, those balls into the box that we've done have disappeared when Ugbo's on the pitch, and it done me head in. They're what you're looking for. It's always the same. That's what we're looking for, and it annoys me. Imagine me, Milan investing again. That'd be funny. To be fair, when they always start playing after Christmas. Yep, we do. We never want to really start quick. And if we do, we drop off quickly. If we can play against the Pigs like we did against West Brom, I'll be very happy. The boys will be up for that win. They know how important this match, even if it's at Bumall Lane. Yep. I think the thing is, we got to be really smart about it. We got to be smart about that game and how we get on with it. 20 people. No, it isn't. 41 people watching. Wow. 16 likes. Please get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. Thank you for wasting your time watching my time. Ugbo is not only doing well because the players at each side aren't doing their jobs. Let's just see what we can do. Take one positive result, the fan move will change. Exactly, it will do. The thing is, right now, after Saturday game, I'd take 2 points from each and be happy. And some people go, that's a bit negative. But I'd take 2 points from each. It wouldn't be good for the table, but it would be a case of just getting an even keel. I think the time of it come up has been bad. Ugbo basically playing an in-pin to set up chances for wingers as an inside forward rather than as a winger to cross it in. Yep, I agree. We start playing after Christmas, start playing the Boxing Day song. Yep. Kabashi is a big myth too. He is. Yeah, the thing is, we only paid 2 million for it's also a lot to us, but a striker. But in striker terms, it's not really a lot for a goalkeeper. Never going to be 20 goals plus. The thing is that he has shown signs that he can be up there, but at the same time, it doesn't work. Thing is, what I want to do is I really, 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 really want to see us really not concede. I want to keep a clean sheet. I really want to keep a clean sheet. Fair point to how we need cover at the back, but Low, the younger from Brentford game, Palm Fallow. True. Where does Ingles? Ingleson, I don't know. I'll be honest with you, Barry. I'll be really honest with you. I don't know where he fits yet because he's been played in the midfield versus Plymouth and then on the left. It's like he's trying to play him on that left side as like a Masava replacement and cut inside. Everywhere he played, he has generally played here, there, and everywhere. Ingleson had played here, there, and everywhere in Germany and where he had done before. He's a bit of one of those Pato roles in midfield where he can play all of those positions, but he hasn't got a set position, which can sometimes be a blessing and it can sometimes be a curse because you don't know where it fits. Now, I already know, Barry, you don't like Ingleson. You made it very, very, very clear on comments. You don't rate Ingleson at all and you wish we didn't buy him. And I get that. I understand that's your opinion. And the problem is that I think Ingleson is a player that needs to play week in, week out, and he doesn't. And that's the issue there. Do you think there's more pressure on at home? Oh, of course, yeah. There always is, Glenn. There is always pressure at home. I think he probably meant to be short-term replacement for him once he was tired. Maybe. I think Ingles struggling to adjust right now. Might take him a season. Look at, right, Ingleson could be this year Paul Valentine. Look at how much Paul Valentine struggled to get into our team, and it took him till about February to get in. What if he's our Paul Valentine this year where he struggles and it's taking a bit extra? Ingleson extra midfield when we're getting overrun. I'd love to see him as a CDM. I'd like to see him as a CDM and just stick in there and see what happens. He's a midfield that, for me, not a Masava type player. I think he'd be an attacking mid. Correct? That you don't rate him or where you play him? You need to view contact because there's a lot of talking. Ingolston is acting on Bundesliga pace game where you don't need to be on it to think lose the ball. It's a lot slower pace. I think he will be a De Bruyne type player, obviously not the same level in Germany, which he's used to. I got to ask what's everyone's. But when to three, it's hard at the minute. Because I think people's starting 11s are a little bit different in how you do them, because everyone at the minute, what we want our starting 11 to be, and then what the starting 11 can be. And it all depends on it how it is. I like to see two up top. I know that's old school. I think Michael Smith worked better when he got someone at the side of him. Or if you are playing someone as the lone striker with Smith, you put either Ingolson or Windass as a 10. Put them as a 10. Having an attacking 10 behind them. But if they're going to be behind them, they're going to be behind them for the knockdown. And we don't do that enough. We are not good at trying to win this knockdown down and trying to get on top of it. And it's interesting. If you notice, if the ball is lost or his cross doesn't lead to anything, it says Asante will then shout at himself rather than getting on to press the room. Yep, I agree. You have time for that in Germany, don't over it. Yeah, I think that'll come with time, though. I think he could be our... I generally think he could be our Pole who takes a while. But he needs to play. I've still got a bit of a thing that I still think Charlie McNeil needs to have a run. Everyone else has had a run in the league. Now, like he said, everyone's had a go. I don't think McNeil's had a run in the league yet. And that's the thing. He hasn't had a run in the league yet. He's had a run in the cup and did okay. I don't know why he's not had a run in the league. Maybe you do something drastic and tomorrow you go, hey, you're going to start. Maybe that's something we do. Maybe that's something we do. Maybe we go, hey, you're going to start tomorrow. We're not going to play Smith. We're not going to play... What am I missing here? Oh, Bo. I think Jamal Lowe's best position is coming off that left-hand side. I don't actually see him as a striker. I see him as someone coming off that left-hand side and cutting inside. I think he played better there than he had been up top, because that's what he did at Swansea. When he was at Swansea, he would cut inside. The 40 of you and 21 likes. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. Please get those likes up. It really does help drive the channel a lot. But yeah, tomorrow's going to be interesting. Let's see what happens and see where we do in this, because we are doing a watch along for my sins. I am doing a watch along on this one, so please join us tomorrow. We'll enjoy it. We'll try and see what happens, and hopefully we don't embarrass ourselves too much. You never know what happens. Ugbo to shake himself, which would be a great thing. Yeah. Ugbo, I think the thing is though, I just still think Ugbo isn't being played the same way he got played last season. Last season, he was a bit of a poacher. Like, generally, he was a bit of a poacher in the box. And this season, he's not getting those poachers. I don't think you bring Cads back, Jimmy. I don't think you bring Cad back. What happens if he put on the bench? If you bench Cads and he's only coming on for 70 on the 70th, 80 minutes, he's only getting 20 minutes each game. How'd that improve his time when he's playing at Lincoln 90 minutes? How do you have that where you play 90 minutes to 20 minutes? Because I don't think he'll start him. I generally don't think he'll start him. Kind of thing. I generally don't think he'll start. He'll bring it. I think he'll consider it, but I don't think he'll start him. Other than Luton, but frankly, we got cheated out on that. Yep, I still think we depend on Bad too much. If players, we do tend to rely on him too much. I think we did very well when we didn't have him in the game versus Brentford. You didn't miss him. I think Pato did a lot of his role. I agree, Punch F41, but how his best season was as a striker. I agree. I know, I do understand that. Will be the first game I've missed in about 2 years to also guaranteed penalty will come then. Possibly will come. We'll see. We will possibly see if a penalty comes. I think if we don't get one by Sheffield United or tomorrow, we have got the record for most penalties not given. I think certain player get lazy with Baz. I wish Masaba would stop putting his head down and doing one more step over. Just whip that ball into it. We've seen you do it. He did it a lot last season for Masaba. A lot of the goals came from that link-up, and that link-up gone. And Masaba's got to be interesting with it because he doesn't have... I think he's out of contract at the end of the season. There could be a part where he goes, done, bye. You go, you're not trying too hard. I think it's frustrating the hell out of Danny. Like, generally, I think it's really frustrating the hell out of him because he can't seem to get him to look up or do what he wants him to do at the minute. And that gotta frustrate him. It gotta frustrate him because I don't see how you can have that ability last season to do it, and then this season you're nowhere near it. And he had a preseason. You can't throw that one at him. He had a full preseason. And it's like he's dropped off a little bit. It's like last season was showing us what he can do, and this season now he's showing us what he can do. He's not doing it as much. He's very Jermaine Johnson-esque. Both him and Gassama have got a Jermaine Johnson-esque kind of lazy, not laziness, but that lazy swagger. When it's not going right, it's like, oh, we'll just slightly jog back instead of running back to try and get the ball back, if that makes sense. I think tomorrow will be interesting. Masabe is frustrating the hell out of us. Gassama's similar fault, but as least he turns up for a goal, I agree. Decided on calling him Big Jam. Fair enough. He is out of contract at the end of the season. He is, mate. I think we'd be fair few better off if Kavachi didn't get injured. I agree. I like Kavachi. Saying can't be off for Gassama for me, but difference is he scores a few. Yeah, and I think that's the thing. They got that thing where they don't do it. A sensible club would try and get a fee for Masaba rather than letting him run out. Thing is, if we're smart, we try and sell him in January. If we keep doing it, the problem is, Barry, he has a 20% sell-on fee, and we know what Chanseri is like if there's a sell-on fee. He will try and get more money for him than he's worth to try and make sure we balance out that sell-on fee. With the current available, I'm sticking with 3 at the back: Beadle, for Bernard, Lowe, Valentin, Charles, Bannon, Ingleson, Johnson, Smith, Winder. You're still picking Bernard, even though if he gets the yellow card, he won't play in the Norwich game. Right, here's the one for Norwich game, playing the Derby. Right, I've got one for you all, right? Do you play Bernard tomorrow? And that video just gone live, by the way, if you want to give that a watch at the end of the video. Do you play Bernard tomorrow with him being on a yellow? Oh, bloody hell, why is it doing that? All these folk people are mentioning exactly why we're not a bigger club. Hell no, play Gav the younger. We're not at the bigger clubs. The thing is, yeah, it is Steve, but at the same time, let's be brutally honest here. We have not been one of the bigger clubs for a good 23 years. You play one of the young lads. Okay, Lewis, what happens if he gets booked then? If he gets the yellow card, who are you playing against United? Who do you play against Sheffield United if he gets booked? So he can't play. He can't play if he gets booked. We have to play by... I say he showed the young lad in from Brentford. He did well enough. Put him and Iorfa together. If Bernard is your best option, you play him. We don't let the pigs pick our team for us. Yeah, but Jez, who are you playing? Yeah, but who are you playing if you get booked tomorrow? Who are you playing in the derby if he gets booked tomorrow? If he gets booked tomorrow, he can't play in the derby. You're going to play Ogbene in the derby. I'd rather play Gab tomorrow and potentially keep Bernard for the derby. I'll be honest with you, I do think that's a big shout to put a young lad in that pressure cooker. the next game is more important. Better for to play at home rather than away. Icky's only just started training on the graph, mate, sadly. So we don't know if he's anywhere near it yet. Oh, bollocks, I've forgotten how to spell. I do understand, though, the thing of people going, he played really well against Brentford. And I get that. I do get that. He did play well against Brentford. I'd rather play Bernard in both, but we're not here to avoid booking. We're here to win games. I agree. But I just don't know what you do if one of them gets booked, because we're not blessed in centre back. You could have a situation where you lose Valerie and Bernard, and maybe you lose them both. There's a possibility. It's a hard one. It's a hard one for it, Jez, because I know we're here to win games, but at the same time, if you lose your best centre back and then say Iorfa has an issue, let's just say that it like that because he does, you're then struggling then. Will Bannon get booked if he... I don't think Bannon's close. I think it's Bernard. I don't think Bannon's close, but I could be wrong. I'll have a look. Why is 3 points against Norwich worth less than 3 points against... It's not a case that it's 3 points worth against this. It's a case of if you go into that Sheffield United game with a young lad, you could get battered even more. I understand what you're saying, but I don't know. I don't think we have the cover to be able to afford to throw a young lad in. I generally don't. I don't think. Maybe you play Pato. Maybe you play Patterson. I am all for playing your best player in the game. I'm all for playing your best player in all the games, which is Bernard. But I'm just worried that if we lose him for the Sunday game, how do we get it in? How do you put it in? It could be the making of him. It could be a making of him. But I just feel like it's a risk that Danny might take. But then he got to make a good selection on Sunday. We definitely should play Otto to Matthews in Bernard. Is it a risk we're taking? Play Palmer to Bernard. In terms of head-based, Bernard is better for the derby occasion. What are the 5 yellow cards? They get wiped out on the 4th of December. They get wiped out on the 4th of December. We're back to normal. I'd rather play Pato in midfield. You could get battered if Bernard plays or not. You could get even more battered. Glenn, yes, you could get battered if you pay Bernard or not. But it's a case of, would you rather want a experienced centre-back or a young lad? Because if a young lad played in that position and get battered, you could wreck him. It's one of those ones. We all have different reasons why. Everyone has got a different thing. As Maple Leaf has said, we'll agree to disagree on this one. We've all got a different one. I knew this would be controversial with it because at the end of the day, we all want the best team out there. We all want the best players out there. The problem is, if we can't get the best team out there on Sunday, I don't think, because that's the one that I'll be honest with you, there's so many people I've spoken to who doesn't give a shit about Norwich tomorrow. They couldn't give two brass monkeys if we win or lose tomorrow. It's all about Sunday. And I've spoken to people who rather lose Sunday and get something on thingy. I'm going to play well whenever we've been in the team. We have to show fun. I agree. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm just thinking a little bit outside of it. I just worry on a young lad getting thrown in that environment, but it could be the making of him. I agree with what you're saying. You've got to play it, but we'll see. Danny's got to pick it. At the end of the day, we're having the argument here about it, but we don't pick it. We don't pick it at all. A young lad goes into the derby game and has a whole time, then he remembers how long time potentially. We're not picking the squad. End of the day, just need to turn up and focus and be bang up for it, and they're self-proud. So I'll take a point. We got battered Saturday and Bernard played. I agree. We did. Who is bigger rival, Leeds or United? Sheffield United, 100%. This is why we have a squad. Players need to step up. But he has shown faith in being played in Brentford Cup fixture. This is too soon, maybe. It's kind of a trick question because he said Leeds or United. Because if you say United, you could be saying both, technically. Now I'm happy to lead the team September, but I won't be surprised if Bernard played tomorrow. I won't be. But I won't be surprised if Bernard plays. Yeah, I agree. I think it's a tough one for Danny. I would not want to pick it. Let's put it this way. Ideally, as much as it sounds daft, we could have done with him getting that yellow card. And daft as it sounds. That yellow card for the penalty on Saturday, then we're not having this thing. I think Leeds, but I'm 1,000 miles away. True. Mine's Leeds. I work in Leeds. Let's have a look. I'm not happy. I'm not happy to. Pressure is on United for Sunday. They're going to fight against the complacency. They're better to win that 80-minute squad versus our 5-10. And also, they might have an announcement before the game saying they've been taken over. So that as well. He should have gone. He should have gone. That yellow card been breaking by his ankle. Maybe Bernard doesn't get. Yeah, exactly. Bernard might not get booked. But there's that. All I'm going to say is, this is a big one to say, right? If anybody watched the Peterborough game at the weekend where Peterborough scored from a corner, that is who our referee is this weekend who denied it. Just saying. The referee who reffed that game at the weekend is the same one reffing our game tomorrow. Now, I don't want to start this out, we're going to have a shite ref in this, but with that shit refs, and we're going to have shit refs all season because they're not the greatest. But at the same time, let's just play the game and just get... Would anyone be bothered if Wendy just got a point tomorrow? Would anyone be happy with a point tomorrow? Like, I'm being generally honest here. Would you be happy with a point tomorrow? But the last time Ref was at Hull, he was brilliant. Different game, different things. We need to see how things go. Why risk it though when we play? Ref getting things wrong. Imagine my shot, yeah. I'm fully expecting 1-1 tomorrow. A point, yep. Play to win. We played to win the winnables. Barry, we played to win on Saturday and it didn't work out that well. I like a win tomorrow. Very happy with a point tomorrow. I'll take a point. I think you know the one I like? I like a clean sheet. That's the big one. I want a clean sheet because defensively, we need to stop shipping goals. If we can keep a clean sheet tomorrow, I'll be happy. But I have a funny, I don't know. I just have a funny feeling. Mega Vlog is back just on 2 hours. No, mate. I know. I saw it earlier. And saw that he said it was 2 hours. I'm looking for. I just spent 90 quid on hoodies. No, we're Sheffield Wednesday. We should win every map 5-0. These are games you want to potentially win. I agree these are games you want to potentially win. But look where they are in the table. They are up there. If you actually look at the games we just played, if you look at Watford, Norwich, and now United, they're up there. They're all up there to go up. But these are games we normally win as well. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's always an interesting one when we play these. We always win the game we shouldn't win and always lose the game we should win. It's weird. We are odd like that. I'd like to win both these games. Potential points tomorrow. Going to keep some points. No, I read that one. Make sure I didn't miss anything. As long as we stay up, I don't care where the point comes from. I agree. Not after that clean sheet. As long as we score more than the other. Great. For context, we're both extremely fans of Thompson Life of Tom Chat. We are. To be honest, I'm more bothered about seeing 90 minutes. Yes, that. I agree with what Shekam said. That. I want to see 90 minutes of consistent football. Because we haven't had it. And it's been my biggest bugbearer for the longest time. We have not had 90 minutes of consistent football. We just haven't. We have. I've always said the person who caused us to have that problem was Brian Lords. Great 2-2 goal from corner 2. Lost at Brentford for 5. We were playing well, but that's more important. That's the inconsistent which you went there. Great. 90 minutes looking like we're professional, not being bipolar suffers. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Yeah. I love it if we win there. I really love it if we win there. Back to work. Have a good one, Maple Leaf, mate. All the build-up for Sunday. Yeah. All the build-up for it to be a 0-0 draw. I'll take it right now. I wouldn't lie. I would not lie. I'd take it right now, that. But yeah, we got to go into this. You always want to go in to win. But I think we are, daft as it sounds, we are very much a team that does bounce back well. And I just hope we see it tomorrow. Meaning consistency, right? Inconsistencies. Yeah. At the end of the day, we have to play tough teams no matter what. It's best, which is championship. I agree. Can you tell I'm a fan of Chris Wilder? But yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it there because I've been going for... Jesus Christ, I've been going for an hour. Didn't realise. Sorry I was late tonight. I had to pick up some merch. But 38 people in, 28 likes. Can we just get those likes up to 30 at least or closer? Damn it. I'd much appreciate it before we go. We got a watch along tomorrow. I am doing the watch along for Norwich, so please come join us for that. It should be good. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we see a Wednesday turn up. It needs to turn up. Let's put it that way. I'd consider a 0-0 a Wednesday win. Well, yeah. Danny will want to see a win. Danny will want to see a win, and that's the big one for me. Danny will want to see a win. But have a good one, guys. I will see you in the next one, and I'll speak to you soon.